Hello everybody, welcome back to Penguin Crafts. Today we're going to be making this gorgeous little greetings card here using items from the Eastern Palace suite. Hopefully you can see that there shining, and also we've got some of the dazzling diamonds here as well. So in order to make this I will show you what to do, so please stay tuned. Let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need are all your little cardstock items. So you're going to need a base, and for this I am using some of our Very Vanilla. And this is a C6 size card, so it's a piece of A4 cut in half, folded in half. The next thing you're going to need is some dazzling diamonds, and this is 5.5 inches by 3 15/16. Hopefully you can see that there. Absolutely beautiful this is, really lovely. So that's our base layer. Next we're going to need is a bit of Whisper White, and this is 5.25 inches by 3 11/16. So again, just some Whisper White, all layers together. And then finally the top piece, which is 5 inches by 3.5 inches. So as you can see, they all layer together, leaving a margin. So we can put the two base ones aside, and now we need to work on what we're going to be cutting out. So this is our top piece here, so the smaller one, which is 5 inches by 3.5 inches. We're going to be doing some die cutting, and as I mentioned, we're going to be using the Easter Medallion thinlits, and I have selected here the 3 that I want to use. So I'm going to get my big shot in. This may cause a bit of issue, so we'll see how we get on with the big shot being on the screen. Hopefully we'll be able to sort of see enough. So I've got my precision plate on, as this die does work best with that. So you're going to line up or put on your, you've got your base, you've got your precision plate, then your cardstock. So I'm going to put that just at the edge here, roughly in the middle, and the biggest one farthest over, and then just line the other 2 up in the middle. Okay. And then we're going to run that through our die cut machine. Just be careful. Oh, like that. I think I might take them down actually. That might be easier. That's what I did last time. I don't know why I'm not doing it this time. So, pick a bit of post-it tape and just line those back up again. Okay, and then top plate on, and we'll run it through our die cut machine. It's a bit stiff when it goes through because it is so many layers. I'll just run it back because that just makes sure it's cut fully. Okay, I can peel that off. Okay, if you've got a bit of tape left, that should just peel off nice and easily. Okay, I've got a few bits there, which is fine. The others have stayed in, so we'll do that shortly. As you can see, they just, by using that precision plate, they just pop out really lovely. It's definitely cut through. Right, next one then, we're going to just use the smaller 2. Okay. And this time we're going to go in this bottom section. We're going to go actually off the page. Just make sure you've got, can you see there I've got some little white bits left in. All I'm going to do is pop those out. Okay. So all I'm going to do is line these up at the bottom where we want them. Somewhere there. Okay, and again we're just going to run this through the die cut machine. I made a very similar card to this, I think, as one of my first videos, but I've been experimenting a bit with sort of the blending process with the inks, so I'm excited to be showing you this today. So again, we've got some leftover bits, so just pop those out of these dies as we're going to be using it again. And finally on to the top one. And this one's going to be going over the corner. And just tape it down once more. Okay. This would be the one you need to be most careful with, as it's so tight on that corner. Okay, so let's move the machine out the way, dust those bits off first. Okay. So, that is all the die cutting done. Hopefully you can still see me. Okay, so now we just need to get rid of some of these little bits that have stayed in. So, just run over it gently. Clearly you can do this by hand, but I just find this a bit quicker. There's always those odd ones that are a bit stiff. Okay, and there we go. Oh, there's a couple of tiny little circles left. Let me just poke those out. You want to make sure everything's done. Okay, beautiful. So we've now got our top layer. So this one will stick directly onto our next one down, and just leave that slight edge. It's a bit awkward to see with the white on white, I am sorry. Just leave that edge. We're going to be using two colours today. We're going to be using Pool Party and Tempting Turquoise. And I haven't got any Stampin' Up dabbers, they're on the way, so I've just got these ones I got from a local craft store to use in the meantime. So as you can see, we've got, on this one, if I hold it up, hopefully you can see, we've got the darker colour underneath each blob, effectively. So I'm going to sort of do the same thing today. I think we're going to do the same thing. We'll see how we get on, I think we are. So, let's open up our ink pads. And I'm going to go in with Pool Party first, just sort of to get some base colour on. So just ink up your dabber and start swirling. You can be as neat or as messy as you want with this. It really does make no difference. It's up to you how you want to do it. Each card will be that every bit slight different, which is what makes everybody's unique. But this is a technique I haven't been doing for long, and I've really been enjoying it. It just gives you that bit of creative freedom, and it gives another way of using your inks. I'm also going to be doing a bit of a watercolour tutorial, I think, with the inks, so that's again something I haven't done, and I've got some of the Stampin' Up watercolour pencils arriving soon, so that'll be good. So as you can see, I've just gone all the way around the edge to get a bit of colour on. There we go, hopefully you can see that better now. Okay, so as you can see, where these blobs are is where I want my darkest colour. So let's get somewhere here is where I want my darkest blue. And just work it out, keep going. I just stamp it off to make sure I don't get it too dark, and keep working that. Again, back in with your Pool Party, and this is where the magic happens and they start to blend together beautifully. Okay, and again, we're just going to work out where our other one is. So our other one's up here. I'm just going to put just a little bit up in this corner, and again, back in with your Pool Party and start to blend that out. Okay, and again we've got one down here in the bottom, so just about here. I'm just eyeing these up, just to get them roughly in the right place. Again, it doesn't really matter, as it makes each one unique, which I think is lovely. Just take a bit of time, but just keep working with them and they will blend together. Okay, so I think I want my darker blue here just to extend a little bit further. I'm just going to do that there. Okay. Back in again, Pool Party. I'm excited to get the little dabbers, as these ones are quite big. So they are a bit awkward when working with them, but they do the job for now. So let's have a look. So that's where we look for now. I think I want, again, just a bit more of this blue in this one. Okay, and I think that's done. So that's done with the Tempting Turquoise. We've finished with that. We do still need our pool party, as on this one, as you can see, oh, I added a bit of colour to the top layer, and I think I'm going to do the same with this one. You have to be careful, gentle, because obviously we have already done this with the die cutting machine. So all I'm doing is very gently just going over this. Just be delicate, as I say, we don't want to bend or rip anything. Just keep turning and going, and just adding that lovely subtle bit of colour to the top layer. I think this just really adds a beautiful effect to it as well, and just gets rid of that stark white colour. So just keep going again, turn the paper as we go, and then work in towards the middle. So let's have a look. There we go, hopefully you can see that. So that's the Tempting Turquoise and the Gorgeous Pool Party. So one last thing we're going to do is we're going to put a sentiment on here. And again, we're going to do this from the Eastern Beauty collection, or the Eastern Beauty stamp set. And what are we going to use? Last time I used To Think of You Makes Me Smile. Will this one fit again? I think it will, yeah. So we'll go for the same sentiment. Again, as you can see, I've been using a Berry Burst recently. So grab a block, line up your stamp set on your square paper just so you get it straight. Oh, dirty block. Okay. And we're going to do this with the Tempting Turquoise just to keep it all coordinated, and we're just going to put this in the bottom corner. So I'm going to apologise if you see my head, as I do need to make sure I'm getting this lined up. Okay. Line up your paper on your squared pad again. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to clean my my stamp off, as I like to do, you know what I'm like, just so I don't have any issues later or forget. So stamp and scrub, bit of Stampin' Mist on the wet side, which is where there's little raindrops. I don't know if you've noticed, but in this top corner here there's a cutout, it's got little raindrops, and in the other corner it's got a little sun, which is the drying side. So very quick, just going to do that. Okay. We can now start piecing our lovely card together. So the first thing we're going to need is our Dazzling Diamond. So a bit of fast fuse, or snail we'll use actually. Where's my snail? I had it this morning, put it somewhere safe. There it is. Lovely snail. Hopefully you've seen my previous videos just while I'm doing this. So just put snail all the way around the edge. Mine wants to play. Is it supposed to? Oh, doesn't want to play still. I think I'm near the end. We'll go back to fast fuse. So just so you've seen, if you haven't, at the moment, all the way through July, so from the 1st of July to the 31st of July, Stampin' Up's joining offer to be a demonstrator is absolutely amazing. There's details on my blog, and I've also done a YouTube video. But what the offer is, it's £99, so the same price as always. Just be careful when you're doing this to line it up. So it's £99, same as always, but you will get £195 worth of product, which is absolutely amazing. So you get to choose £130 worth of anything you want from the Stampin' Up website. You will then also get the free Carols at Christmas stamp set, which is due out soon. You can this is sort of pre-ordering it for you. You will also get a bone folder, some paper snips, one of these pads which is 100 sheets, double-sided, bone folder, snips, pad, snail and 2 D blocks. So that's £195 worth of product in total, which is absolutely an amazing offer. It's definitely the best time to join, I'd say. And also by joining you'll automatically get 20% off your next orders to a minimum of at least Christmas. After that, depending on how much you've sold or bought, will depend if you continue your 20% discount. If you've got any queries, please let me know. Either comment below or drop me an email at vickyspenguincrafts@gmail.com. I'll leave all my details below as usual. So again, fast fuse and just line this up. Make sure we do it the right way. So we've got our corner one at the top. And just line these up. Okay. And our last layer is going to be fixed with dimensionals just to give it a nice bit of 3D. We're going to be using some of our standard dimensionals and the mini ones because they're so cute. So let's get some in. As you can see, I'm at the end of this pack. I hope everybody else does as well, to save waste. If you can see, I've cut up this bottom bit here and I use the outer edge as well. Just saves waste, and why not, hey, why not use them? So if you don't do it already, I would have a look and make sure that you don't waste them. I'll get the rest of those later. As you can see, I put a lot of dimensionals on this. And then we're going to go in with a few of the little mini ones, just in places where these are too big. Hopefully we can get a couple, yes we can, in this large one just there, and that should be enough. So peel off all your backs. I find these really easy. I know some people struggle, so do use your paper piercing tool to help. I think because I've got quite long nails, I find it quite easy. But do use tools for anything. If they work, use them. Okay, so just peel them all off. Clearly you don't need to put on as many as I have, but I like to make sure it's secured. Okay. And then we're just going to line this up again. And as per the other one, we're going to put a couple of dimensionals, not dimensionals, we're going to put a couple of gems on it, as I always think gems are needed. So we're going to put one in the middle, one of the larger ones, right in the middle. And then we're going to go around with, we'll do large ones in all of them actually, let's do that. So in each of the centres, we're just going to put one of our lovely large gems. As you can see, I'm nearly out of this pack. I use them all the time. And we'll put just a little one at the end. Okay, and we're done. So there you go, there's 2 examples, very similar cards, just using some of the different colours that we have at Stampin' Up. So this one is Pool Party and Tempting Turquoise, and this one is Powder Pink, and I think it is the Berry Burst actually. So thank you very much for watching guys. As usual, all details are below. A link to my blog, which is www.penguincrafts.co.uk. Please give this a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Bye!